First of all, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Globora. Come closer. Come closer. Who would have thought 11, 12 years ago that we would have a nice Serbian cultural garden like this? Just as a refresher, I would point out that in 1934 the Slovenians started the garden, and in 1937 they took in the Serbians and Croatians, and it became the Yugoslav Gardens for many, many years in a different location. Then when Yugoslavia fell apart, the Serbians and Croatians were out. Fortunately, I was still publisher of the Plain Dealer, and I said, we're going to have a Serbian garden. So with that, we had a fundraiser at the Plain Dealer, and we raised about $100,000 to get started with landscape designs and the initial pavings and so forth. And then, thank God, with God's blessing, each year we have a Serbian golf outing, like this year on July 11th, that raises money so that each year we can add a new statue. And so far we've been very fortunate. In the case of Tesla, that first bust was actually donated to us. It was much smaller, and it was donated to us by a fine Croatian gentleman from Ambridge, Pennsylvania. So we took it. We said, hey, you know, we'll take anything from the garden, and it was very nice that he would do that. Well, then years later, as we had raised funds with donations and support of everyone here, we were able to add King Peter I, and then Bishop Njegoš, a literary figure, and then Michael Pupin, the scientist, and then Stefan Mokranac, who is a fantastic composer, particularly of liturgical music. And then, along the way, Tesla got stolen, the original one, and our friends from the National Tesla Science Foundation said they would give us one. They had three. One was going to go to where Tesla spent his last years at the New Yorker Hotel, and one was going to Belgrade. And so anyway, I said, I'll be happy to take it. So my wife and I drove all the way to Philadelphia and back in one day. 6.5 hours there, wow. 6.5 hours back, because I didn't want to take a chance that it would get damaged en route. So that's how we got the new Tesla bust, and then we added about a 20-inch pedestal to it, and I think it worked out very nice. It's given it much more prominence.